Shiro Tsume, and we're back in Planet Crafter on our wonderful, now lake-covered planet. So we need to add more stuff too. So, let's refresh ourselves on where we left off. Let's see, we're working on flora. It is ticking along pretty quickly, honestly. But we can make those numbers bigger, and I like making numbers bigger. Yes, I am live with the planet crafting. I'm thinking biomass might be our way to make this faster. Which, I still think our best biomass thingy is the algae. Oh, we have the gas extractors too. Did we ever find that zeolite nonsense? I don't think we did. Oh, I have one. I have one whole zeolite. Okay. Well, we need those for gas extractors, along with one of our many, many iridium rods. Let's see. Yeah, I think the algae generator 2 is still our best option. So let's see where we are on eggplants. 91%. Okay. I've also been tipped off that there is a secret to be found in this lake. Something about going along the walls and finding a cave that you can open up. So we are going to do a bit of a swim here and see if I can't find it. I don't know how close I need to be or exactly where this is gonna be on the map. That it supposedly exists somewhere on one of these rock faces. Alright, where are we? Oh, there's a box. What's in the box? Food and water, we'll take that. Honestly, we'll take the eggplants too. Ooh, oxygen. Yeah, we'll take that. Is that ice? How did ice survive this long? Well, the melted terrain, I think, would have thought we got rid of it all. Where am I? Come on, up. I know it's supposed to exist, but I honestly have no idea where. Yeah, I haven't got an idea where this is. Odd. Well, I was told there was a secret somewhere along here, but I can't seem to find it, so... Not sure if lied to or just can't find it. Oh, well, maybe we'll try again later. Let's see, our eggplant should be done by now. Maybe that's what we'll do while we're waiting on eggplants, is we'll try to find, that supposed secret door. Also, apparently the, turning on the power in the big ships also unlocks some secret stuff. So whenever we get to fusion reactors, or not fusion reactors, fusion power cells, this stuff, supposedly we will be able to open those doors up. More eggplants! And beans. Oh, beans aren't done yet? Beans aren't done yet. Okay. We have more eggplants, though. Fantastic. Okay. Now, for another algae thingy, because we do want to speed up our algae production now that we have eggplants to work with. Because everything else is ticking along pretty quickly. Heat's hauling. Pressure requires... We have a drill tier 4. That should be our pressure. Do we simply need to build more? Unless I'm missing something. What do I get out of this? Flower spreader, food grower. 65. That's our goal, because we'll get trees. Which should speed up oxygen. Your pressure's a little on the slow side for my liking. I'd like to speed that up. How many drills did I make? I made 2. And I have how many big thermal thingies? 3. Okay. What do they make? So, one of these big thermal boys makes 538, and one of the big drills makes a little less at 459. So we really need 4 of these, which takes an awful lot of resources. Okay. Yeah, alright, that's gonna be a bit of an endeavor. Give me this. Drink that. Yeah, let's get the algae thing going. That's a fertilizer, 2 supers. I have a fertilizer, that's convenient. 2 bioplastic. Do I have enough bioplastic? I do. Water bottle. Magnesium and 2 super alloys, which is 1 of everything twice. I think we're out of magnesium is our problem. Magnesium and cobalt. Okay, so 2 of each. Alright, 3 magnesium, actually. What's in this box down here? Anything? Nothing. Here's a cobalt. Magnesium. Funny enough, it's actually easier to spot certain things now that the lake's here. Oh, there's a gold box. When did this happen? You know, I'll take it. I'll take all of that. Yeah, that's the super alloy we needed. Alright, we're done. I don't know when that got there. I've been over that area a lot, and I've never noticed it. I have to wonder if stuff like that spawns as you get later in the game. I should have done that while I was down there. I was already on the lake, and I didn't bother to build. Go, more algae, even more biomass per second. Do enjoy me some biomass. Okay, now that's a 600. I should have a flower spreader that can go in. Let's see, what are you running? You look like you're running a 600. Yep. You're running a 600. You are not. So let's upscale you to 600. Even more oxygen. All right. Yeah, oxygen's still a little on the low side, but we do have trees to add to the equation still. Yes, space! Space. Oh, we passed the funny number at some point and I didn't notice. At this point, beans go in there, I guess? Just running out of storage space, honestly. Okay, so we've done that. That gets our biomass going a little bit faster. Unfortunately, that is our biggest source, and it's still incredibly slow. That's 350 a piece. Is the flower spreader actually better? Nah, it's 702 biomass. That's 17 biomass. Oh, no, that's 33.5 biomass. This is way better biomass. Okay. Well, we've made a mistake. In fact, we gotta go get those resources back. It's fine. It's still fitting for what it was said. The double post, it works. Blame YouTube. Is broken, as is normal. YouTube and working are things that don't go together. Oh, is it a Razer mouse? Because everyone knows real gamers have Razer mouse. When you sit in your DX Racer chair and you have your RGB keyboards. What did it take to make fertilizer again? 3 algae and a sulfur? I will say though, yeah, in actually being serious, I do enjoy my Razer peripherals. Most of their products are really good. I will say I have a Astro headset nowadays because that is just a better headset in all regards. So, sorry Razer, you've been one-upped at least in one department when it comes to really good peripherals. But yeah, I do like most of my Razer products. They're pretty damn good, all things considered. Yeah, the SteelSeries products, I used to have a couple of those. My issue with those is they wear out way too easy. Like, they just don't hold up in the long run. That's the issue I had with Razer headsets, too. The last couple I had just wore out real easy. I know, I've been using the same, well, no, I've had this one for a while. This is I have a first, or maybe second, like, nah, it'd probably be first run set of, my Razer Naga, my mouse. This is like the first run Chroma that they did, and that was like 7 years ago, and I'm still using it. It wasn't 7, but it was years ago, and it still just works. The keyboard's newer, but that's just because I wanted to upgrade to a Chroma over a not Chroma Black Widow. It wasn't because the old Black Widow died. I just wanted a newer one. The old one still works. Still good. I just wanted one that made different colors. And honestly, I don't think I will change peripheral styles anytime soon. The headsets lasted years now. The mouse and keyboards have both lasted years. Okay, we got that going. That's 7,000 biomass. I still need more. Got so much biomass to do anything. Yeah, I had a SteelSeries keyboard at one point that had, like, you could pull the entire facing off of the keyboard and replace it with custom ones for, like, different games. And I thought that was the coolest thing ever. And then so I pulled it out a few years later after switching to Razer peripherals. And I started pressing the buttons. And oh my god, those are some of the worst buttons I've ever pressed. That is one of the worst keyboards I've ever experienced, and I just didn't realize how bad it was at the time. It is horrible. Those are some of the squishiest, most unresponsive keys. But at the time, you know, I didn't know what I was doing. It looked cool. Now I know a lot more about keycaps and pressing and the response time on things, and... Yeah, you won't catch me using that nonsense now. Oh, that was so bad. Looked cool, though. Oh yeah, I also had a mouse that was set to the same kind of styling. It was all like custom for it, and yeah, the coat of paint they put on it rubbed off in about 3 months of just normal hand use. Just it being in your hand for about 3 months, and you started to rub the paint off. It was bad how low quality it was. Yeah, I will say my experiences with SteelSeries, really, really low quality products that look cool, but oh boy. Oh, that's about all they got going for them, is they look cool. We need sulfur. Or I just need to start consolidating. You know what we don't need, I think, anymore? It's all that iridium this one mine is collecting. Why don't we go collect that and see if I can't set up a sulfur mine? Wait, is this actual plants? Holy shit, there's actual plants growing. I mean, I knew we were working towards vegetation, but I didn't expect to actually see a plant. Like, these are plants growing in the wild. I didn't do that. Holy crap! We're actually terraforming this place. Give me this. I do not need all this fucking iridium. Well, you know what I mean? I didn't put it there. It put itself there. This planet is turning green and growing plants, and I didn't purposely place them in those exact locations. Okay. Mining thingy. Would you be so kind as to give me resources I desperately need? It says iron, but you know what? We're just gonna let it run and see what I get. God, I have so much stuff. Perfect storage system. Shoved in a closet. That is actually kind of the plan, technically. Is it this one or the other one? Yeah, seed spreader rocket. Literally at 650, I built a rocket that sprays seeds all over the place. That is actually the plan. That is legitimately the plan. Yeah, I could have gotten the Chroma wireless at some point, but honestly, I like wired peripherals too much. I like the response time of them a lot better than wireless. I also like that I never have to worry about wireless interference. So, you know, that's a cool thing, that I don't ever have to worry about overlap in bandwidths or anything. I like wires. Give me more wires. What can we work on? I think I need sulfur, that's right. So we're kind of hoping this thing makes sulfur, or I have to find a better source of it. Because as of right now, the only sources of sulfur I know are in these blue caves. Magnesium. If it doesn't give us something good soon, maybe I need to move it farther in. Oh, I hate this. Like, we're under the blue, right? Like, this should be where you put the thing if you wanted to get the blue stuff. Still says iron. on, give me something good, ore extractor. Give me something good, please. I'm desperate for some good resources here. If you give me garbage, I'm gonna have to try to find another place to put you and hope for sulfur. So that's what we need. We need sulfur. We need lots of it. Ooh! Food grower, tier 2. Nice. We will definitely work on that. Oh, we need this and this. Okay, this chest had some stuff in it. Yeah, see, that's my problem with wireless stuff. It's like, they bill everything as wireless, and then it's like, it's got Bluetooth, but then it's such, like, weak transmitters in half the stuff that it's like, you go into the other room and it stops working. You put a single non-load bearing wall between you and your computer, and it just doesn't work anymore. So it's like, what's the point of having wireless if you can't actually do anything with it? Like, I have Bluetooth speakers and stuff, and I hardly use them because they're so short range. It's like, why bother? It's getting me nothing. Alright. Come here, we gotta find another place to put you. Wonder what I get if I stick this out in that, like, Sand Falls area. See here, we're gonna you. What do you got? Ah, oh, come here. Let me see what you make. Iron, garbage. All right. We know if it says iron, it's gonna give us trash. So we're not even gonna waste our time with that. I know I have one that's getting aluminum. I mean, for DPI, you just have to be a real gamer and play at 9,000 like me. Yes, you heard me right. That was 9,000. I play at 9,000 DPI. I know I'm a monster because of this, but you know, what's new? Goes into one of these ore extractors. No iron. Where's my food? Here we are. Okay, back out we go. Mustache is a rhythm game. I've looked at it. The problem with rhythm games, I'd love to pick one up and play on stream, but for the most part, the problem I run into there is, well, copyright. Like, it's all music games, so it's like, I'd love to, but I don't want to deal with YouTube's god-awful copyright system. So aside from, like, Friday Night Funkin', the mod version, which I know is using copyright-free stuff, so I know I'm good there, and maybe a couple other select ones, there's just not a whole lot of options, because if I play anything that has songs that I really like, they're gonna have copyright issues, and then we have to deal with that problem, and I don't want to deal with that problem. Ooh, there's sulfur still in this cave. Perfect. So not only will we attempt to get some, might just be able to pick it up off the floor. Yep, that's still iron. That's iridium. I thought I saw sulfur. Is it just iridium in here? Well, that's unfortunate. Are you supposed to get more sulfur? Or do I just reach a point where I'm supposed to have to, like, I need to upgrade? It's kind of, it might be that I'm just needing to wait for things to go through and upgrades to happen. Or I need to go farther out. If anybody figures out where I'm supposed to get sulfur, that would be great. I could use it. I don't need a ton of it, but any little bit of it would help. Like, that 3 is not gonna get me that far. Alright, what does it take to make... I'm gonna put this stuff over here, so I know I have the stuff for a miner on me. The tier 2 food thingy. Super out... Oh, it takes a fertilizer. That's what we need the freaking... that's what we need the stuff for. Okay, well, I want that, but I can't afford to do it. Without a steady source of sulfur at this point, like, I need to be stingy about it. I really do need to hold out for that tree spreader. Especially considering that's not going to help me get more biomass. In fact, I don't think anything I can do here other than hit the seed spreader or the tree spreader will get me more biomass. See, this is what we need. We need the better ore extractors. Okay, maybe that's what the problem is. I need rarer ores to be extracted, and that's what our limiter is. Okay, let's make some fertilizer. Fertilizers have been made. Two super alloys. Cobalt. There's one. Should be enough for 2 of these, right? Perfect. That's another flower spreader. Grab my 4 times multiplier, which is the best we have right now. So the algae makers are making biomass. So those do make biomass. The flower spreaders, tier 2, with the enhanced flowers in them, generate more biomass than those do. So there's no real reason for me to invest in them any more than I need to for production value. And they're, between the two of them, making more than enough algae. So there's no real reason to do that. Because these are making, you can see they're 33.5 Gs per second. If we fly over here to one of these algae makers, I think they're making like 17 or something like that. Yeah, 17 Gs a second. So, those are making significantly more biomass and significantly more oxygen. But the algae makers do make algae, which I collect for crafting other things. Like more fertilizers to make more bio-related things. Unfortunately, my limiter is still sulfur on that more than anything, as I can farm literally everything else except sulfur. At least until I get a tier 2 miner. And then maybe I can drop that miner down in the cave over there, and then I can get what I'm after. I think maybe... Yeah, let's put down all this algae. Let's see, what do we need for that better miner? Pressure. 364 pressure. Pressure comes from drills, and drills cost lots of super alloy and some osmium. Okay. Give me everything. How many do we need? I don't know why I came over here. 6. So I'm gonna need 6 of every ore. Wait, we didn't need that. I'm not gonna have enough room in there for all of this. What happened to my food box? Oh, there it is. Oh, that's because I have way too many of these. Okay, so that's 6 aluminum, 6 iron, 6 silicon. Need another titanium. Titanium? No iron. Magnesium and cobalt are needed. I think that's everything we currently have. So let's refresh water. Okay. Six. Yeah, so we need cobalt, magnesium. I think that's it. Cobalt and magnesium. Seem to be the two things we're running out of the most. You know what? While we're waiting for tier 2 to happen, perfect. Alright, that'll start getting us ores for the the base without me having to go too far now. The common ores. Now let's go get some more of the slightly less common. We really need to get that pressure up so we can get a better miner, so I can get some more materials so I can speed up everything else. Right now we're very limited by sulfur. Give me all of this. You don't give it all to me. Real gamers can play on 9,000. Get that DPI up. Why are you putting your DPI so low? You gotta get that number up. It's like a high score. You gotta get it as high as possible and still being able to play. Ooh, what's this? Ooh! A plant grew out of the ground and revealed the ores I'm after. Okay. That's not exactly how I expected that to go down, but I'm all for it. $400? You gotta drag your hand like 45 feet to move 3 inches on the screen at that point. How do you do anything? You gotta have super... Look, it's real simple. Just have super steady hands like Doctor Strange. You'll be fine. You can play with 9,000 DPI like me. I mean, at that point, at like sub 1,000, you're moving the mouse with your shoulder, and that's just ridiculous. At 9,000, it's the tiniest of little muscle twitches with the fingers to get every motion, and it is so precise and detailed, and I love it. Oh, it's so good to just be like so tightly refined. Also means I can do, like, snap turns. With just tiny bits of wrist movement. Just be in a direction. What do we get? We got pulsar quartz? What the F do I do with a pulsar quartz, and where do I make it? What is that? Where are you even made? Strange new item. Zeolite. But what does it do? Contains a tremendous amount of energy. I don't know what you do. Okay, we were making something. I don't even remember what the hell we were making. But give me all of this. I know I'm making a bunch of these. I've made 6 of them now. What were we building again? Does anybody remember? Remember I needed 3 of these as well. What was I making? Oh yeah, drill. Big. Okay. Yes, get that pressure up. Bigger pressure number. Bigger pressure number. Excellent. %of the way there. Okay, what did I need the zeolite for? Oh, gas extractors. Which also needs more. Oh no. Oh no. What am I missing? Cobalt. Fuck. Is that all I'm missing? Yep, 2 cobalt. Food is this one. Water bottle beans. Okay, back out we go. 2 cobalt. We did all that to upgrade for a thing that I then need more super alloy for. And this is why I have a mine out in the aluminum area. Also, it's raining underwater, which is a little disappointing for this game. It does so well most of the time, and then things like this happen, and you just kind of have to shake your head and go, oh. You were doing so well with the realism. And then this. I saw a glowy. Where'd it go? I know I saw it. It was a glowy. I will find you, White Rock, and I will harvest you. Where was it? I know I saw it. Damn. Well, I lost it. Don't know where it went. Also, why do I still need oxygen on this planet? There's so much plant life growing. How do I still need oxygen in a spacesuit for this? Like, I should take the hat off and just breathe the air of the planet I'm on. Unless you're telling me, like, the mixture's wrong or something. Which I guess I could see happen. It's 3 super alloy. God damn it. Of course it's 3. Oh, there's one. And it's like right by where we set up shop, too. Beautiful. Love our spider drills just chilling on the hill. While our base defies gravity. An iridium rod, what else? That's everything. Okay. Let's get a gas extractor down, shall we? Oh, there's the seed rocket. This makes 13 heat, which is not great, but it produces methane! Alright, in theory I won't need more than one of those, honestly. It's probably not gonna need more than one. Because there's not a whole lot of unlocks left. So unless one of these takes tree bark, mutagen, that's what I'm gonna need the methane for. 2 super allies, bacteria. Okay, so let's work on we're waiting on everything else to happen. Mutagen takes the sulfur, that's annoying. Bacteria and methane, methane. 3 algae and 3 water. We should have that. And we're gonna need a second one, so just give me enough to make this happen. Perfect. That's our bacteria samples done. Okay, 1 sulfur. I know I got at least 1 more of those. There we go. Perfect. What was else in that metagen? Yeah, methane. Okay. What else do we need? We got a rocket engine. Oh, is my balance off again? Hold on 1 second. See here. There we go. That should fix me. I probably bumped the microphone at some point. Actually, we'll just bring this down a little bit more. There we go. Thank you. I probably bumped the microphone at some point and didn't notice. What else do we need? This game's also quiet most of the time, so it doesn't help. Tree bark and 2 super alloys. Okay. Tree bark, I know we have. Because I've had a thing growing it for the past 100 hours. And I haven't touched it. Because I really didn't have a use for it most of the time, so it's just kind of over here. Boom, tree bark. Okay. Now, 2, 3. Another silicon. Perfect. Got titanium there. Okay, let's see what we got out here. In the box, there's a titanium, there's 2 magnesium, we just need 2 cobalt. And a methane. There's a single methane. Perfect. Let's get 2 cobalt from down here, and we will have enough materials to put a rocket in space. I'm not quite sure what this is gonna do, but I know that I want it. Because it's the new rocket. So let's see, we need to make 2 super alloys, make our mutagen sample. It's 1, 2, mutagen, and that should be all the materials we need. Let's grab a little bit of water. So I don't die while I'm doing this. Okay. Go global generation bonus. Oxygen multiplier times 1,000. Okay. Oh, that's the oxygen oh, that's gonna go insane. So, for context, before we push that button, because oxygen is the one thing I didn't have a rocket for before, and I already got it to 13,000. And we're about to times that. Oh no, we're about to add 2 zeros to this number. That's 130, no, wait. Oh no, that, wait, 2 zeros? From 13? Yeah, that is, that's 130,000. 130,000 oxygen per second about to happen. Okay, rocket. Go make me oxygen. Whoosh. And just like that, oxygen is now our biggest producer of stuff per second by a good margin. As we just cover the planet in seeds. Oh, that's a lot. We've now doubled the next highest production. That is moving. Oh my god, we are moving so fast. DNA manipulation. Okay, what's that do? Oh, we finished flora. We're on to trees. We're on to the tree stage. So there we go. Plant stage is done. Now it's time for trees. Look at this. We're actually starting to get somewhere. Okay. So, at our ridiculous pace, well, it's still not high enough. We really do need to do that a few more times. If we ever want to reach the tree spreader tier 2. Although, putting the trees down might actually help with that pretty dramatically. Yeah, we don't really need that. We do need this, which requires pressure. We're getting there. And how are we doing on the biomass? That's going slowly, but it's going. Okay. DNA manipulate. Explosive. Oh, that takes a pulsar quartz, which takes what materials again? Uranium, iridium, osmium, zeolites. Zeo. Could have sworn I had explosive powder. Iridium. Do I not have an uranium on hand? Yep, I do. Cool. There is our crystal. Excellent. A super alloy, an explosive powder, which unfortunately takes sulfur that I don't have. Okay, it's time to go on a trip. One, two, three. One. Need some titanium. Hopefully this thing has it. It does not. That's fine. We will make do. We are on a quest to find sulfur. Because my game now depends on my ability to find sulfur. At least until I unlock the better miner, and then maybe I can get it a little more easily. Okay, we have the titanium we need. Yeah. We're good. We have the resources we need to stay alive forever now. Now it's just a matter of finding caves that I have not pulled all of the resources out of. Which does involve me finding said caves again. Oh. Oh! I found a natural plant! That was harvestable! I can... Oh my god! We've made a sustainable planet. Oh, look at that! The warp gate thingy is covered in plants now. Didn't I set up a hut over here? Yeah, I did. Cool. Look at that. That's cool. Not what we're here for, but it's really cool. Looking for frozen... Oh, this is filling with water. Interesting. Oh, and plants are growing up out of it. That's surprising. I see the white ore that we do need. Also see a cave over there to my right, and a plant. Okay. Okay. Give. Because these plants are going to go in our flower spreaders, because they are better than what we're currently using. Sulfur? No, just iridium? Okay. Come on, blue caves with sulfur in them. I think I put this outside of a cave. Yeah, it looks like it's flooded with water now, too. Ooh, fertilizer. That's actually extremely valuable. When I found this place, I didn't think it was. And now all these hours of gameplay later, sulfur and fertilizer have become some of the most valuable things in the game. Okay. Don't really need the blue rock right now, but we know where we can get more if we need it. So let's head back. Because it should be as simple as going this way, taking a bit of a left, away from that spaceship. Because you can see my hut from when I came out here the first time. Yep, there's the cave where we got a lot of iridium. Loads of iridium in that cave. It's a big cave. And it does technically loop around to my house. But we have jetpack, so we can go up and over, which is just as easy. Oh wow, there's a yellow rock, or white rock right next to the house by the heat generators here. Give. I don't know how valuable that stuff's gonna be, but so far it seems pretty sparse. Okay, loads of sulfur. Fertilizer, this, all this sulfur. Oops, wrong thing. Alright, let's go swap out some flour makers that aren't using 600s. They should be using 400s with 450s. Let's get our oxygen generation even higher. So that we can produce more stuff. 450 and 450. Beautiful. Not quite the 600, but hey, I'll take the extra bit. Also means now we're growing the local flour in more abundance, which means more seeds, which means hopefully that actually does speed up plant growth on the planet. Cool, and I have more 400s to use later. Look at that, biomass has gone up quite a bit. 8,000. Oxygen is just cruising at 142,000. Now, we're nowhere near the 7.5 million we need there, but... Or billion. I don't know what that M really stands for. We need a lot more, but we're cruising along either way. This is actually getting pretty close now. You are about 10 away. Give or take a little bit. We were making this thingy, though, which took super alloys. Oh, explosive powder. That's the thing we were trying to make. 2 sulfur and an iridium. Cool. Explosive powder. Rock. A bioplastic. And a super alloy, so... Let's see here. Can I steal it from someplace that isn't gonna steal from that stash? Yes, I can. Trying to save that for next time I have to go on an expedition. Why is it always titanium that I'm short? Give me all this shit. Maybe it'll be more inclined to give me good stuff if I clear it out. Alright, let's go try to find a titanium. Shouldn't be that hard, this stuff's pretty common. I just gotta find a node I haven't eaten yet. Is this one? Yep, there we go. Titanium. Alright. We're approaching almost 1,000 MTI, which will move us up in a bracket. Okay, I think that's everything. We have a DNA manipulator. So, let's put that down. There we go. We have a DNA manipulator. I don't know what that does. What do I do? Do I stick plants in it and see what happens? I don't know. Here, take this and see what happens. No match found? Huh? What if I give you 3 of them? Nothing? Okay. I have no idea how that works. I have a DNA manipulator and no idea how to use it. Bacteria take? Oh, you need a mutagen. Okay. Sulfur and... oh, I forgot the gas. Methane. Oh, it makes oxygen sometimes. That's just cobalt at that point. Anytime it makes oxygen, oxygen is just cobalt in gas form, apparently. Okay. No match found. I don't understand how this thing works. Oh! I should look up here. Okay. $150s. If I put the Ormina, but it was way higher than that. Oh, it makes a tree. Okay. So I can turn those into a tree one. And yeah, the multipliers are going to be lower, but their base value is going to be way, way higher. Okay, we now also have a use for tree bark. Okay. Now, the problem is, I still don't have a good source of sulfur. And I kind of need sulfur to make those DNA splices. So, while that's super cool and all, yeah, I kind of only want to do one that's going to give me good stuff right now. And it looks like only one of those local plants is going to give me the good one. Okay. Give me a 400 then. And we are going to go trade out this one back for a 400 instead of a 450, and we're going to make a tree. Because I want it on hand for when we actually make our tree spreader. I want a maximized tree spreader right off the bat. I want to push those limits as best we can. right away. Here we go. Start sequencing. Alright, that's gonna take a minute, but that's fine. How are we doing on power? I ask that like every time, and we always have plenty. Oh, alright, we're getting pretty high now. Maybe another nuclear reactor isn't a terrible idea. Because those give an absolute ton of power. About to get the water filter, which is nice. Yeah, we're cruising along on trees. Okay, what's another nuclear reactor take? Quite a lot, actually. Oof. Alright. That fusion generator suddenly looking a lot more interesting. Although I think this is really what we need. Could really use that pressure increase. $364. What would another one even do for us? I don't think it'd do that much. It might get us up to the 5. It might get us to 50,000 per tick, which is a little faster, but not by a whole lot, honestly. It's an awful lot of resources to invest in that as well. Mostly in the super alloys department. Man, those things are expensive. Can I get any more? No more blueprints to decode for now. Okay. Either I have them all, or I need to get farther in the progression. Alright, that's doing its thing. Get some more eggplants real fast. Beautiful. Some more food. We have fancy plants growing. Actually running out of storage for a lot of this stuff. But hey, that stuff's for fertilizer anyways. Which, we're a little light on the... Alright. We can use a little bit of everything. That would take more power, though, putting another one of those down, too. Oh, which we're a little short on power. Do we have enough for 3 uranium rods? Do I even have the uranium for that? No. I have 2. I don't even have enough uranium to make another reactor of the tier 3 variety. Ooh, water filter. What does that take? 2 bioplastics, huh? 2 bios. Aluminum, silicon, fabric, and water. Silicon. Aluminum, fabric, and a water. There we go. Beautiful. I can now drink directly from lakes. So why don't we test that? Because apparently I can just fly down here and take a drink. Yep. I can just come up to any body of water and drink now. That's cool. I'm starting to wonder if maybe just waiting on the pressure might not be the smartest plan. Overall resource-wise, because I don't know really how to get more uranium. How long would it take at current pace? Let's see here. Let me pull up a calculator and find out just how long this will take. Let's see, we got 365 is what we need, minus my current, let's call that 317. Need 48. Let's say it's 0.05 per second. Divided by 60. $16 minutes. Give or take a little bit. Which, honestly, is not bad. All things considered. You know, 16 minutes of real in-game time. Not bad. Especially now that we're over in the 1G marks. Although this is going a lot slower now that we're in the GTIs. But that's for the end game. So end game is GTI. So that's it. $79.50 and then 578. Yeah. I wonder if like 1,000 GTI is like game completed. I'm wondering. Hey, we can drink from the lakes now. Oh, this is done. 150. Look at that. I feel like there's room for a lot more on there. Okay, we're gonna set this in here. That's for our tree spreader when we get it. Here, eventually. What's that? We need... Let's see. We need 65. We currently have 60... yeah, 61.5. We'll call it that. Divide by... 0.01. Divide by 60 per minute. We're about 6 minutes away. In about 6 minutes, we will have our biomass. Ooh. I haven't had a... This is a new storm. Or is this the normal red storms that this planet gets? I just haven't seen one in a while. Looks interesting. Alright, well, let's grab some food and water and go on a journey. Actually, I should take the... I have the supplies for pop-up base, don't I? Yeah, we'll take these with us. We're gonna go look for stuff. No, you know what I should do? I should try to see if I can find that secret area again. Here it's just like, from what I was told, it's just kind of over here. And there's just an area like you can deconstruct into. I just don't know where this entrance might be. Anything? Yeah, nothing. I'm starting to wonder if I'm in the wrong place. I was told it was like right at the starting area in what eventually becomes the lake. You just find a thing. Ow, somehow. Alright, well we phased through a rock there. We're not gonna question that. Where is this entrance? I'm starting to think people lied to me. Oh shit. Ooh, that was close. Wasn't paying attention to oxygen. Yep, I have no idea where this entrance might be. Oh well. Come on, jetpack, work. There we go. Yeah, no idea. It's supposed to be like just over there somewhere, but I cannot find it. Back to base with us. How are we looking? Oh, we're almost there. We almost have our tree spreader. Water goes here. Methane can go in here. The rest of this can just go in here. And the overflow can go over here. Perfect. It's totally organized. It makes sense. 20% of the way. Yeah. Sorted. Definitely sorted. In a box is considered sorted. Welcome to my storage system. Can I see it? Is my inventory empty? If these answers are no and then yes, then we've succeeded. Oh, I wanted to go on like an actual journey and look for plants. And I kind of got distracted by looking for a cave and then almost dying. And I put down... Oh no. 2, 3, 1, 2. Perfect. Okay. Whole reason we went out in the first place, while we're killing time, is to see if I can't find more plants for crafting more stuff. Because these tree spreaders might be just what we need to get the oxygen going at ridiculous rates. But I'm gonna need these fancy plants spawning here on the planet in order to make those. Yep, there's our tree spreader. Let's hit up our resource hub, at least, while we're out here. Anything? Huh. Whole lot of nothing so far. Sandstorms are still pretty bad in some of these areas. It was weird to just see random grass growing. It almost looks like that's the ship we crashed in. Since we set up shop so close to it. You know, it basically looks like we came here in that one. Oh, look at that. The grass is really starting to spread now. Look at all this. Stuff's everywhere. Oh, what the hell? We haven't had a meteor storm in forever. These seem like special meteors, too. Are they bringing anything? Oh my god, we are getting just leveled. We are being pummeled right now. Are we good? Are we done? Did I get anything out of that? Or was that just rocks? I think it was just super alloys. I was about to be annoyed that all we got was falling rocks, but then I started spotting super alloy on the floor. That's like hyper useful. Thank you, Sky. Inventory full. Oh, I got a load of crap on me. Hold on. We need to put shit down. We got super alloys to collect. Forget everything else. Super alloys. The whole reason I collect all this random trash. Oh, we're legitimately gonna have a storage problem, aren't we? Don't even care. Oh, come on. I know there was more. I was looking at one and I had to turn away. Don't tell me this shit despawned already. We got hit with so many of those asteroids. Damn it, I don't see any more. I had too much crap on me. I wasn't able to... I also didn't realize what was happening. Because I didn't see anything pop out of them things. Did he land on the house? I know the house got hit a few times. Ow. Damn. Well, that's unfortunate. I wish I had realized what was happening sooner. Well, now we know the cool pink meteor shower is super alloys, and we need to prioritize getting as much of that as possible. Okay. Now, we got a tree spreader to make, which takes fertilizer and bacteria samples and tree bark. Tree bark's easy. I'm gonna go ahead and get that right now. Tree bark. In fact, you know what? No, we'll make one at a time. One at a time. Fertilizer we have. Why is fertilizer tier 2 a thing? We've yet to use it. Whatever. Fertilizer. I know I have a super alloy because I just got some from Sky. Do we have any... Yep, got a bioplastic. Fantastic. Bacteria sample. That should be some of these. And some water. We should have plenty of water. We just need some more algae. So let's go ahead and go collect that. Okay. I'll come collect more in a minute. I want that to kind of... I want a full harvest of the algae. Okay, there we go. Bacteria. Grab our fancy tree plant that we made. And now let's go find a nice flat area to put these trees on. Because as awesome as it would be having them at the house, they're trees, they're kind of big. Let's give them some area to grow, shall we? I'd like to actually see them take up space. Can I not just place it on the ground? Does it... What doesn't it like? Oh! It has to be placed on water? What? I thought it was a tree spreader. Place on water surface. Interesting. I'm gonna try placing it here on the edge and see what happens. Okay. Growth 2%. This is making 85 biomass per second and a bunch of oxygen. And hey, we got the ore extractor. Nice. All right. Well, while we're waiting on trees to happen, because we might end up moving that to a new area if the trees grow in an interesting way. If they grow in the water, I might move it deeper in the water. Or move it, like, over to that area. Okay, so, now we have an ore thingy tier 2, which we definitely need. So it takes one more osmium, 2 more super alloys, and an extra iridium rod. So if we grab a blue, an extra super, or 2 extra supers, extra iridium, there should be enough. If I just deconstruct this one, obviously I'm gonna have to take everything that's in it, deconstruct it, and reconstruct as a tier 2. Can I even find a spot in here that I can place the damn thing? Now, what do you collect? Osmium! Okay, that I can work with. You make osmium, which means you might make sulfur. Excellent. Out of curiosity, though, if I were to build this outside, since now we know we can build that there, and it gives us osmium at least, what if I build it just here? What do you give? Iron. Okay, trash. So yeah, we want to build in this cave to try to get osmium and sulfur. Beautiful. Osmium. Just let that run for a bit. It's really close to base in the grand scheme of things. Okay. So the pressure area is done. We have enough pressure. I don't have to worry about pressure anymore. Heat, we could use a lot more heat. Well, I say a lot more. Honestly, we don't need that much more. Oxygen, however, we do need quite a bit more. But we are also now making a lot. Yeah, that was 10,000 more oxygen by placing down that tree spreader. Ugh. Yeah, tree spreader did a lot. So we'll want more of those. We knew that's where we were going. There's a whole nother tier of them. And a multiplier, so... I could make that 300,000 per second by building another rocket. But just for comparison on numbers, let's take a look here. This is making 195 PPT. And this... I don't see trees yet. Yeah, maybe that's what these small things are. Oh yeah, those are trees growing in. Okay. This makes 138 PPT. Okay, so our flower spreader is technically faster right now. This is also making 85 biomass a second, which I think is our highest biomass generation. Not that we super need biomass at this point. Because I think we've unlocked everything biomass-wise. Yeah. Trees are way more biomass than our flowers. Which makes sense. Trees are significantly larger. And we're only 33%, we're only 30% of the way to the tree stage. Yeah, look at that. We actually have 10,000 biomass per second now. But yeah, I think that is the end of that. Yeah, there's no more unlocks in the biomass tree, so that's done. Now it is oxygen and overall terraforming is all that really matters. We could use the heat for the extra power generation, as we are kind of pushing the limit here, and I don't have another bit of uranium to go around. Oh, hold on. Well, we can get water down here. I don't know why I'm worried. I can drink from the lakes now. Beautiful. Water is even easier to collect. Seed spreader is pretty expensive. What would a biomass heat? What was I thinking I needed? You would think oxygen would be infinite at some point, but it's not. I'm still slowly draining it. Although it does seem to last longer than it used to at 370. Like, I seem to use it less. So maybe it's getting better as the oxygen level goes up, but it's hard to tell. So I could summon uranium asteroids, cobalt, super alloys, and a rocket engine. You would think I'd put enough oxygen in the planet to not need the helmet anymore, but I guess not. Okay. Let's see. How many rocket engines do I have? I have one here. Am I down to one rocket engine? What does a rocket engine take? I don't remember. Iridium to uranium. And a super alloy. Alright, we have some uranium. But we do need more. What am I about to do to what am I about to send this up for? Just so I can get uranium, because I don't know how to get it otherwise. Unless this mine also gives uranium, and that would be just fantastic. But I can't really count on that. I'm not even sure I'm going to get sulfur. Yeah, so far, this is not a great yield for my sulfur problem. Okay, we're gonna put these... We're gonna take that mine on a bit of a journey. I want to see if I can find a place that gives sulfur. Because osmium, yeah, sure, I need more of it, but... honestly, I don't need that much more right now. And I have an entire mine that I've yet to pick up full of it. Like, I'm okay that I have not collected the osmium out of yet. What would happen if I were to build it here? Iridium. I feel like that's gonna be the same everywhere. Like, it has to be one of those caves, and I think I'm just not gonna get sulfur. anytime soon. Because this is iridium. That means this is still going to be iron. Where do you get sulfur? It's just iridium. And I'm hoping that by extension I get sulfur out of it. But I can't count on that because I haven't seen it happen yet. And that's really what's holding me back with upscaling dramatically right now, is the sulfur. And power, obviously. Alright. We're sending up a uranium rocket. That's a heat multiplier too, which we could use more heat, so this works out. Go get me uranium. Alright, where are we landing rocks? Way over there. Not helpful. Annoying, but I can work with that. Okay. So you're telling me it's over here? Oh, and right here. That was a depressingly low amount of uranium rocks. I'll come back to this area here in a moment and see if we can't get some more out of that when maybe the large rocks start despawning, because they're kind of cluttered there. Alright, let's go get oxygen again. We just need enough to make one more nuclear reactor and 2 rocket engines. And we will be good. Because then we can summon in more, and it only takes 2 uranium per rocket engine. So it doesn't take a ton to replenish what we spend. I only, yeah, if I have enough to keep a spare rocket on hand, I can send up for more uranium, which then lets us build more rockets. And we can get more uranium from that. Problem we would run into is if I forget that I need uranium to make rocket engines and don't keep some spare. Because I honestly don't know where to get more without the rockets. Come on, give it to me. It's being annoying. Alright, let's see. This one is like wedged in there in a weird way. There it is. Come on, fly. There we go. Alright. Let's look over this one again. There we are. There's at least one more here. Okay. That seems like a reasonable amount. For how few rocks came out of the sky. That should be enough for another couple of rods and some excess, potentially. Alright. Rod, and some extra. Cool. Yeah, it's enough for 2 more rocket engines. Perfect. And I only need 3 for the power plant. Did I make the explosive powder? And I just don't know where I put it? Did we make explosive powder? Does anybody remember? Okay, well, hopefully I didn't make it and forget where I put it, because that's expensive. Let's see here. 2 sulfur and an iridium. I could have sworn I made this, but I don't know what I did with it. I can only assume I used it on something else. Okay. And 3 water. To the nuclear power plant. Just this area over here. 1 more nuclear reactor. Right there. Beautiful. Nice amount of buffer between me and the power limits. Heat is even more ridiculous now because of the multiplier. Which isn't bad. We do need 750 of the current unit to get the next power system, which might free up a whole bunch of resources elsewhere. And then oxygen needs a significant boost. Okay, so we're working on oxygen, which gets us a tier 2 tree spreader. I still think the best way to get oxygen is still this, but I don't have as many of those plants. So at It's 125. Alright, let's do some math. At a 125... Oh, that's gonna mess up everything if I put that in there. How much am I getting from the 130s? Or from the 400s? That's what I meant. You have a 400, you make 130 per second. At 400%, you're making 130. This guy over here, at a tier 1 with 150, which I can get more out of by finding those other plants. That's at 138 right now. So it's slightly less, but it's a significant amount of biogrowth. Okay, so yeah, the trees only grow on the land portion that you set those up on. Which makes sense. Alright, well, now we know for sure how that works. What is it? Huh, odd, it was like a different color over there. I thought there was something interesting to look at. Hydration means nothing to me now. Mwahaha. Okay. Yeah. I guess technically the flowers are more oxygen. They're also, honestly, they're not that much more expensive in the amount of sulfur involved, because it takes bacteria. Does it take a fertilizer? Yeah, it does. It takes one fertilizer, though, which is significantly less sulfur, which is our difficulty right now. Let's see if this damn thing has decided to give sulfur or not. If this gives sulfur even a little bit, nothing. Not a single bit of sulfur so far. Damn it. That is literally our limitation, is sulfur. Time to start deconstructing some of this stuff that's not really doing a whole lot. Yeah, 52 is honestly not a lot anymore, plant. Oxygen makers, you're not really doing a ton. What goes into you? Not a ton, actually. Yeah, they're fine, and I don't get that much back out of them. If they actually gave a good amount of stuff back, maybe I would think about it, but they really don't. Yeah, I've stopped getting messages, which is interesting. I could just do seed rockets. Honestly, that's probably the most cost-effective thing to do. I have a whole uranium rod, don't I? Yeah, I have an entire uranium rod to work with. Iridium is still pretty abundant, so I'm okay with that. 2 super alloys. So I only have the one. That water thing has one in it, doesn't it? And we really don't need it when we have the one down below. You are no longer needed, sir. You've served your purpose. Now give me your resources. Okay, 2 rocket engines acquired. Probably one of the most expensive things we could make. Because, yeah, I've got... Not only can I get water for forever, but I have a lake filtering thing down there that makes it a whole lot faster than that ever did. So, 4 super alloys. 4 bacteria samples. How much algae are we going to need for this? A lot. Hang on to these for me. We need 12 algae. 12 water bottles. Oh my god, we're gonna need a lot of everything. Yeah, we really don't need that atmospheric one when I can just come down here now and do that. It's a little hard to justify making more base stuff when I just send up rockets for multipliers right now. It's an additive multiplier, but, you know, that's fine. I'm effectively doubling our boost. Alright, let's grab as much water as we can. And craft as many of these as it'll let us. We're short 1 algae. We're gonna need 2 methane, 2 sulfur, because I need 2 metagens. Okay. Alright, what else am I gonna need? Oh, the fancy alloys. Right? Yeah, 4 super alloys. Damn. I was probably way too optimistic that that would be back already. Alright, let's see what we need for super alloys. It's basically 4 of everything. Well, thanks for coming by, Buddha. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get some of these rockets in space. That's our goal here right now. Let's see. Hang on to... Give me 2 of those. Alright, that's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Got 4 of these here. 2 of these, 1 of that. 4 of those. 4 of these. Did I forget anything? I think that's everything. Boom, super alloy. Okay. Then we take the rocket engines. And we should just need 1 algae. And we can send up 2 oxygen rockets. And that should add, instead of 1,000% boost, will be to a 3,000% boost. Which should just be a 3 times multiplier, then add 2 zeros. Using a more easy to understand mathematical formula for computing what that actually equates to. I'd like to do a 4th one at some point, but we need some more resources to grow. Because I remember doing 4 of everything else. So that would be a 4,000% across the board. Beautiful. Okay. Now we just need 2 bark. Beautiful. And that should be everything we need to send up 2 rockets. Bye, rocket. It's very green. I like it. Plantify the surface. And launch again. There we go. That puts us at a 400,000 per second. Yeah, one more would put us over 500,000 a second. Which is an absurd amount. That's literally 0.5 a second of our current tracking value. So that is really going to ramp up speed if we can build another one. And move us towards that tree spreader faster. Which in turn gives us a better base value to ramp that up even more. Yeah, the over terraform value is not increasing very fast. But hey, we're still ticking up the tree value. Okay. God, it's gonna be so expensive to do another one. Because I need another rocket engine, which by itself is quite expensive. Made good progress, though, so far. Halfway to trees. Look how fast that oxygen is going. 1,000 gets me nothing, though. I need 7,500. So we really do need to ramp that up. I need to get the... I need to break that into, another digit. I need to basically double where we're at, which means I do need more base value. Problem is, the base value is a bit hard to make. Also, we do need more heat for the fusion generator. What to do now? 'Cause those rocket engines are very expensive. And I gotta break open that uranium rod to do it. Which is not very conducive to my space usage. Also, I think we might be out of iridium rods. Oh, no, there's one. I say that and immediately find one. Rocket! Oh, I actually made more, super alloys than I needed for that. I thought it was 2. It's only 1. But I need 2 for the other rocket, so that's fine. We'll just make it there. I need water and some food. Beautiful. Gonna need a methane, a sulfur, a tree bark, six water, and 6 algae. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. Dip underwater here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1 over here will get me to 6. Beautiful. Let's go craft. Okay, here we are. 1, 2, 1. I think that's everything. I can put yet another oxygen rocket up. Oh no, it takes fertilizer. Well, shit. So that's what, 3 algae, 2 eggplant, and a sulfur? Yep. Look at that, I actually knew it went into something. Okay, let's go get the algae. 3 algae. Shouldn't be hard to get. One, 2, 3. Fertilizer. Alright. One more rocket. Here we go. Come on. Finish loading. Boop. Go. That is a 4,000% boost we're now running. Putting us at 600,000 per second. It is really starting to cruise that number. Wait, did it not take fertilizer? Did I look at the wrong rocket? What did I look at? Oh, I looked at the biomass rocket. Whoops. Well, that was a bit of a waste of time. Although, another biomass multiplier wouldn't be bad. Would help us out. Alrighty, well, let's see, are we anywhere even close to any trigger points? 60% of the way to trees. Slowly working our way up on heat. We don't really have the resources to be making another. We've crossed the border here on the oxygen, so that's good. Only a lot more to go. I do want to keep ramping up oxygen. I'd like to get that ticking the total to be ticking per second again, which will involve us increasing even more. I'm starting to think it might be more beneficial to move the base value at this point and use that 4,000% multiplier on it than just trying to increase the multiplier. I think the additive addition of it is slowly giving us diminishing returns. And I think we're reaching that point where it's not going to be quite what we expect going forward. Yeah. Because yeah, we need a lot for that one. We need a lot more for this. This, I think, will help us dramatically get these, oxygen and biomass up. And heat is just a matter of time. We'll get more power, and that should help us with everything else. How much power do we have? We have enough. We can get some more tree stuff down. So I think next up is to build another tree, which takes another bacteria sample, bioplastics, and oh god. We even have the titanium, we do, and aluminum, and a bio. Make a super alloy. Just tree bark and the bacteria sample. Tree bark is easy. Bacteria sample is not. The water's the easy part of the bacteria sample. It's this damn algae growth time. One, two, three. Alright, there we go. That should be a bacteria sample. Now, I do have the problem of, I don't think I have another tree growth thingy. No, yeah, I do. I only made one tree so far. So I have another tree growth. source right here at 125. So we'll see the difference in how much it actually makes. Alright, we're gonna put this one over here. Because I think I can get more land around it if I... Well, it's kind of vertical. I'm trying to find a place where I can get a lot of land around the water. Where it's just enough water for it to count, but the majority of the area around it is land. So I can get even more trees. There we go. Tree. It's barely in the water. That's fine. It's kind of what I wanted anyways. Oh, I forgot to look and see how much it's making. This is producing 1.15 oxygen and 85 biomass. This is making 1.38. Yeah, it's definitely lower than the same base plant I would put into the flower grower would make oxygen-wise, but the biomass is very nice. That's something that I can't make anywhere else in that kind of abundance. Oh yeah, that's a good amount of biomass. That's effectively 3,000 biomass a tree planted. That's really good. Oxygen, yeah, that was pretty good, but it could be a lot better. It was about 50,000. Oxygen, which is good, but we need a lot more of those if we want to see that number get much bigger. Yeah. Okay. Well, we're going to have to do some work here to try to push this a little bit faster. I might do some research on that hideaway that I couldn't find earlier. Okay, 920 is its base value. Whew. What's the base value of this? Oh, it won't even tell me until I unlock it. Okay. Well, it'll be stronger, that's for sure. But yeah, we're well on our way. We are now 75% of the way to trees. So we're about to hit the tree bracket, which is amazing. That means we should have like trees like naturally growing at this point, right? Like I should be able to start seeing some other than the ones I planted. Maybe we need to do an expedition and go look around all the various major locations and see if we can't find where the trees are. Maybe we'll wait for that to hit 100 before we do that, just so we have optimal amounts of trees to look at. But I think for now, that's where we're going to take a break, because that seems like a good place to take to pause. I'll do some little bit of research to see what things I can do to improve this on the side. And then when we come back, we will try to get our upgraded tree spreader. And hopefully that pushes us in a faster direction towards the better tree spreaders, among other things. And possibly some better power, because that would be helpful. Maybe it'll let us use methane gas or something in the reactors. We'll figure it out as we go, as we've been doing this whole time. But for now, yeah, I think we'll take a break there with these nice numbers. And we'll come back tomorrow with something else. But for now, thanks for watching. And I will see y'all next time. Bye.